Yeah, right? We're just chatting beforehand. No big deal.
But I think, it's like if it takes you that time, it's like you don't have. It's okay. You can still be creative. You're still being creative now. I
Yeah.
was still doing. I did all that live lit stuff. I was still taking classes. I was still writing. I was still doing all this stuff. It's just that I just didn't know where it was going. I was just kind of letting it go where it was going to go. But I was frustrated, and that's the difference. It's like I'm going to take the frustration aspect out of it. I
Yeah.
should have been doing all of that and just let it and been like, this is where I'm at. I'm still being creative. I just don't know what direction it's going in anymore.
Yeah.
And then, I think I would have been a happier person if I just would have been doing what I was doing without the frustration level,
Yeah.
without feeling the pressure that like there needed to be the monetary thing going on, or that kind of like you take the ego out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tricky though when you feel like I need to make art and I need to be validated. And how are we validated? We're
Yeah,
validated monetarily. So if this doesn't make money, it's not successful.
right.
If this doesn't sell, if this doesn't get so many tweets or whatever it is, then I'm a failed artist. And that's always been crap.
Yeah, always.
It's
Yeah.
always been a lie. Like,
But
do the
that's the
thing that
struggle. That's
feeds
the biggest
you.
struggle, I think. Yes,
Yeah.
that
Your soul.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Anyway, hi guys. Yeah, we know we're on. We're just chatting. Hi, Ursula.
We got some deep
Ursula's
Monday
like,
thoughts.
you're on, right? We're like, yeah, we know. We just can't stop talking.
She's like, but we can all hear you.
Sorry, we were having deep thoughts about. Jen was talking about the writing festival, and I was talking about not being able to do comedy because of COVID, and like kind of how we're all stuck and healing and trying to figure out how to make art in capitalism at first. But this is a good question. Can you hear us now, Ursula? Because I actually was talking so much, I didn't put us. I didn't check us out. Let us know in the comments, you guys, if how the sound is before we can rock and roll. I can hear Jen and Jen can hear me, but sometimes just talking into the void. Alice, can you hear us? What do you think? Hello, Alice.
Hi.
Let us know if you can hear us.
Yeah,
all right, cool. Yeah, thumbs up. Yes. All right. Okay. So, guys,
I give a shout out to Ursula. Ursula, I saw your tweet earlier, and I didn't respond to it on Twitter. I don't know why. I'm very tired today. But you're talking about a rejection that you got, and I just wanted to let you know that I saw what you put, and getting a rejection where they explain to you, like, that they wanted to take you, but they had a, you know what I mean? Like the way it was, they were really specific to you. That's great. That's really, really, really impressive to get that. So I was proud of you. You did a good job. I know it hurts that you like didn't quite make it, but you did it. Like they obviously really liked your stuff. Keep submitting to them, to wherever that was. Yeah.
So Jen, are you saying too, if you get one of those like dreaded rejection letters, that they've taken the time to write that means something?
Yeah, they didn't just give her like a form rejection. They took the time to sort of be like, hey, you were on this certain specific list. We really loved it. We really wanted to find a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just didn't quite work out or whatever. And that's very different than just getting a form rejection. They really like your work. They want to see more of your work. Keep sending them stuff.
Yeah, such great advice. I love that.
I've gotten those. Like I get the rejection form ones too, where they're like, hey, whatever, thanks for sending. And then the ones where people actually are speaking to me, and it's good.
Well, I'm sending everybody listening now and then later. Let's just send Ursula like, you're amazing, vibe. Ursula's amazing. Woo! Yeah. Nice. Well, Jen, you've done the festival. Woo! You're all wrapped up.
Yep.
It's all done, huh? And you're feeling a little sleepy today.
I can't believe I'm back in front of a computer.
No, you've been on the computer for like hours and hours.
Like, yeah, no, it was great. It was a great experience. If anybody's watching this later and you were there, I hope you keep joining us on these weekly write-ins as well. But it was just great. It's really exciting to see what you can do virtually, in a time where we thought it was over for this year. We thought it was shut down, and we created a real community and an experience for everybody over the last 4 days, which made me really happy.
Yeah. And I know that we're taking this time to like shout outs to Ursula, but shout outs to you. You really, you did this. I know like Rebecca is like the face, and everybody at Story Studio of course is working. I'm not saying that they're not, but you really took this on. You just took it on.
I like a challenge.
Yeah, and you went for it. So nice job. No, that's that very Midwest, like, get it done.
It's the theater upbringing, I really think it is, where you're like, look, we got a can of paint and a half a script. We gotta do it.
And it's Saturday. Yeah,
Somebody's got a pack of cigarettes. We're gonna make the show happen. Yeah, 2 audience members, 2 people bought tickets. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Well, sending out the vibes to Ursula and also to Jennifer and Coffee says you did it. So bam, bam, bam. Yeah, nice job. And you're not stopping because we're doing the write-in right now.
Right. We are doing it. We're in it.
So we our theme, of course, is everything. Everybody, I know, Ursula, Jessica, Alice, you all know where it is. But for those who might be jumping in, we do have it in the description. We have the writing prompts. Jen's gonna run you through it. The theme is wrap it up wrap it all up. In honor of Jen's closing night. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna. Oh, it's Jessica! Hey! Yay! Thanks, Jessica, for popping in. That's awesome. I can't believe you're on Zoom, Jessica. She was writing all the stuff with me. Anyway, okay, super fast. We're gonna do 3 writing sprints. We're gonna do a 5-minute, a 10-minute, and a 15-minute, and we've got prompts for each one. Use the prompts any way you'd like them. We're gonna have a timer. It's gonna be awesome. Did I forget anything?
No, the other people, for anybody who's prepping up NaNoWriMo or doesn't want to listen to the prompts, we're going to time it out, just like Jen said, 5, 10, 15. But you could feel free to mute us and just write the whole time. If you are here just because you need somebody to be accountable and have some eyes on you,
that's right.
We are watching you while you write.
No
do whatever.
Judgment. People in our lives mute us all the time.
I'm very offended by that. It's totally true.
Spouses.
Just friends, strangers, most people. Everyone's like, boop, that's their mute.
Stop talking.
Stop talking.
All right.
All right, let's do it. I will get the timer ready. Let's do this. Everybody get your pens out.
This is, we encourage you to just write without thinking. Just go for it. Don't stop. Okay, this is a 5-minute one. Here's your prompt. It's bedtime. Describe your characters, you or your character's nighttime routine.
Want to do it one more time?
Yep, it's bedtime. Describe you or your character's nighttime routine.
On your marks, get set, right. Okay. Let's turn that little guy off. Let's unshare the old screen. Yes. Oh, the 5 minutes. Warming up those muscles, getting the brains going. What
I know.
how did it go? How did it go for you? Especially since like sometimes after a big event, my brain turns into mush. How's yours going?
Brain is totally mush.
Yeah.
I spent a bunch of time just complaining about how long it takes to put kids to bed.
So it became more of a rant.
Like the longest process because I think with kids, at least with my kids, it's very regimented. Like you do the exact same thing every night and it's like on the dot.
Yeah.
So you just, after a while, you just can't get through it fast enough. It feels so long to me. But, and I've also been doing it for like 10 years. So it's like the same routine.
So the routine is sort of turned into this sort of torture device.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like, I like trying to get through it. But, my routine is very bizarre. It's almost the same too. But I realized like I put my pajamas on at like 6:30.
Nice.
But then I change pajamas. Does anyone else do this? I have like pajamas that I wear around the house, but then not that I sleep in.
Wow.
I have, like pajamas.
Very posh.
I know it's very weird.
You're like I have pajamas for breakfast and pajamas for dining.
None of them are nice. I just like, oh, 3/4 of a page. Nice, Alice.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of listing. What about you?
A lot of listing too. Yeah. You guys, speaking of listing, you can always, of course, put a sentence or page number, page count, number count, word count. There it is. Whatever you want, you put it in the chat. I started with just a scene. So I was thinking of like a bath time relaxation thing. And, typical Huff, that's me. I went into sort of an anger rant. I had trying to like see this woman like, just trying to relax. And I'm like, women can't even relax in the bathtub. That's what they're supposed to relax. It's like everybody's a voyeur. I just kept going on and on. I was like, oh my God. It's like everybody's even like any kind of like book or movie. It's like women are getting murdered in the bathtub or like, just give us a break. Like, we just want to rest. Like, leave us alone.
I never thought about that.
It's so horrifying.
You get murdered in the bathtub, like in movies and books and in actual life. A lot of people like get drowned in the bathtub.
It's horrifying. It's like we just want to be left alone to relax and like you're supposed to let your guard down. We can't. There's always a moment when I'm in a shower in the bathtub and I'm like on alert. Like I'm trying to relax. And every once in a while, there's just something creeps in the back of my head. Like we can't even relax for a moment. And I just got really enraged trying to think about my like a calming nighttime routine. Classic Huff.
I love it. 228 words. Nice.
Yeah. Ooh, good prompt to add dimension to my MC. Oh, nice. Right on. Ursula doing the nano snaps.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm not sorry.
I know,
sorry, Ursula. I know this bathtub, like, I feel like, and I think that's where I don't think it always goes to like a horrifying or macabre place. I just want you guys to know.
It is October though.
Yeah, but I feel like that is where my writing starts, and I'm sure I'm not alone here, where I take a moment and I have to like flash out all the angles to it. Like I can see it from this way and this way and this way, and then like a story can happen from there. So yeah, anyway, Alice is doing a similar thing, getting to know the MC's day, putting them in different situations. Awesome. I'm so glad that you guys are utilizing this for, for writing that you're doing as well.
Same.
Yeah. Should we move on to the old 10-minute-aroo?
Let's do 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm all messed up because when we were doing different times for the write-ins for the festival, so now we got all the times mixed up. Okay. Anyway, writing prompt 2. This was going to be a 10 minutes, and here we go. You or your character forgot a loved one's birthday. Grab the first thing you see, wrap it, and explain why it's the perfect gift. Oh, this is fun. I'll say it again. You or your character forgot a loved one's birthday. Grab the first thing you see, wrap it, and explain why it's the perfect gift.
On your marks, get set. 10-minute right now. Okay. Did it again. Good on us.
Yay!
There we go. We are timed up. So what did everybody get? 10 minutes. What's the word count? The length? Did you find any good sentences in there? Did you I'm also kind of curious like what you guys grabbed. Was it just like what you were seeing? Oh gosh, look at Alice right here. Prompt was great. Full page.
Oh,
Nice. What did you guys pick? I'm curious. So was it just like, were you looking around and like, that'll do, and like you just quickly wrote about something, or eraser?
Oh,
Where are you seeing that? Oh, got it. Eraser. I gotcha. Gotcha. I was like, what is happening?
There it comes.
Oh, look at Jessica. Beer on my desk.
The beer. I thought alcohol as well. It's like rummaging through to see, like, do you have a bottle of wine? Do you have like a champagne? You know, something that's not open. That
Yeah.
You can, like, give.
Yeah.
That's
A beer on a desk. Oh, here we got. I love this half-used box of tea. How do you explain that one too? Right? It's like, I dropped it on the way over. Like, yeah. Right. What about you, Jen? What did you find?
Just try to box that out. So I got very locked into the beforehand. So it was like this woman, and she was like getting ready to go to work, and she was super panicked, and it was her coworker. It was his birthday, and she's like, "Oh my god, I have to!" And it was this whole thing of like the weird office dynamics of like, here's all the things that are gonna happen to her if she shows up without a gift. She could go out and get it at lunch, but then everybody's gonna know, and they're gonna like ostracize her, and they're gonna like have text chains about her, and then it was like the whole hierarchy of like, this is how the day goes, and we cake at this time, and the presents are on the desk when the person comes in.
She was filled with anxiety before it even happened, huh?
I just found it really fascinating. I have never really worked in an office, like that type of office setting. So I find that
any kind of building hierarchies, and like there are consequences for things in this world. Yeah, and anytime it's like weird and minimal is pretty fun, right? Yeah.
But I didn't get to the thing. But at the end I was like, oh, you know, that's what I was thinking too, is like alcohol. But that's very obvious.
I went into the conversation. So at the beginning, I was just trying to be like justifying. And I looked at, so I have this, I used to keep my watercolors in here, but I have this little strawberry like kettle, like tea set thing.
My God.
And I used to like, and I think it actually used to be Amy Perkins, who used to live here with Jason.
That Grandma Huffman. Did I tell you Grandma Huffman willed me her tea set?
Yes.
And she had like a tea. I only kept like one, because I mean, what are you going to do with all these tea sets? But one of them was a strawberry one.
Yeah.
It looked just
like that. Yeah.
Funny.
So that was like on the top, and I was trying to convince my mom that she has a whole apple themed kitchen, and like why she needed a strawberry one, and like how like I was really just trying to convince her like what it was, and like it doesn't match anything, but I was like trying to convince her like, you know, too matchy, that's not what we do anymore. You know, you got to be eclectic, you got to mix it up, you got to do these things. So I was really trying to convince her, and then at the end she's like, well, I'll throw away all my china and then start over, and I was like, no, like it just really backfired. So by the end, in this story anyway, by the end, she guilted me into coming and spending time with her, so she won in the end. Anyway, I like felt so bad about this like last minute present that in this scenario, she conned the con artist.
If you were desperate for a gift, that strawberry teapot would work.
Oh, good.
Like, you know what I mean? It looks like something you bought in like a little boutique or something.
Well, now that the internet knows, I should have kept it secret.
I should have kept all Grandma Huffman's teapots. Just been giving away as gifts.
Yeah, but I like the idea of like somebody coming with a story in mind, and like you know, like the stakes change or whatever, or like the role reversal change. Like they have all the power.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm going to convince this person that this gift's right for them, and by the end, they're the ones that are losing. You know, I like that idea. Yeah.
I think this woman in here was going to give up something that was very important to her. Like something like a really, really nice thing that she had, or something that she really loved, like just to keep in this. Yeah.
Just to placate people you don't like. That sounds like office dynamics for sure.
Good to know.
Good to know. Should we do it the final bad boy?
I'm going to try to focus it up for this last one.
I believe in you.
Okay, here we go. 15 minutes, guys. Last prompt. It's you or your character's last day at work. Oh, this fits into my story.
Yeah.
What kind of exit do you or they make? I'll say it one more time. It's you or your character's last day at work. What kind of exit do you or your character make?
All right, 15 minutes and your mark's set. Right. I looked up right on time. That was amazing. That's never happened. I feel like I always put this screen on super close. Is that weird? Would you rather it be this? I never asked you.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can do it that way. Yeah, back it up.
Well, I was thinking about all like the dirt. I'm like, oh, what's going on back here? You know, like, oh. Is it okay?
No, you can move it close. It doesn't bother me either way.
Oh no, we've matched.
Color, like eggplant?
Yeah, me neither. I just got this. It's new. I never.
Purple. Like this is probably somebody gave this to me, and
so
I was
funny.
Like, oh, this is just like a throw on.
Just kidding. Everybody who's listening, Jen and I call each other before to make sure we match.
That's right.
All right, 15 minutes. What do we feel? What do we got? Do we've got the sentences we want to share? Do we got word counts? Were we not happy with this? Did we find other things to write about? Let us know. What about you, Jen? What are your thoughts?
I really like this one. I kind of just kept going with what I was doing originally. So the office things, it kind of felt in that thing. So she takes her like a husband's watch. So he passed away. It's got a lot of sentimental value. It's probably really valuable, but it's like old fashioned. So the person's pretty, rude about it. Just kind of casts it aside. And then she wants it back. She regrets it. So she's basically, the whole scene is her like trying to sneak it off his desk.
Oh no!
And then he catches her, and it's like, what are you gonna do? She had to quit. She had to leave her job.
What do you had to do? She had to quit.
She got caught stealing her present back. So that was
that. Oh man, you had a whole scene going out of this thing. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, 500 words. Nice.
Ursula, awesome. Great prompt. Helping me expand my MC. I'm so glad that this is helping y'all. Took me like moving and no idea what her job was. Yeah, I feel like sometimes that is difficult for me if you're like just jumping in. But I'm so glad that you figured it out, Alice. That's awesome.
I don't know what anybody's job was either. They were just in an office.
The general officey.
Anything.
Yeah.
Can I ask a stupid question? What does MC mean?
I think main character.
Oh, duh. I knew as soon as I asked it.
I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody. Ursula or Alice. Okay. You're like, why do all these have is this all cabaret?
What's the code?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I also love when you guys are like helping each other. You're so encouraging here in the old comments. Our StreamYard has a little bit of delay. There we go. I can see it on our YouTube a little faster than I can see you. I can see all the love faster over here. Me, what about me? Rambling on. Yeah, so I started with a letter. So I know that sometimes it's like, oh, so cliche, whatever, but sometimes it helps me out. So I was writing to a boss. And sometimes that letter makes a little distance. Mm-hmm. And it was interesting because in the initial, it started off with sort of like, here are all the things I don't like about the job. And then as I kept writing, it started turning into like, I was grateful. Like, thank you so much. Like it turned. It was very strange.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So it had this sort of flow to it that the sort of resentment or the reason she left came into like a growth almost. And like, thanks for believing in me. And now I have to go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Jason's coming home. I didn't shut the door. So just in case you're here. So yeah, that was a little surprising and good. A little lovely. I got this book from the library that it's definitely influencing me a little. I don't know how I feel about it. It's something like happy.
Ooh. Is it fiction?
It's fiction. Yeah. And it's definitely sort of like riding that line of like, there's like a terminal, like there's terminal patients, cancer patients in it, and then like finding like leases on life, and that definitely influenced that letter a bit. Yeah. I feel like sometimes when I read, it's just like that whatever I'm reading definitely seeps in to what I'm writing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that one wasn't like I didn't feel like wasn't my favorite, but I think there's something in the letter. I always think no matter what. And I think I learned this from stand-up. There's always a line, something that you can pull and use.
For sure.
Yeah.
I like the idea too of a writing exercise where you have to have somebody like quit a job, like write a letter that where they are leaving a job. That's a good.
Yeah, and I was thinking with this theme of like wrap it up because there's always the cliche that like endings are hard, and so I'm wondering like what happens if you just write the end first.
Yeah.
I think maybe it would change. Like, I don't know. I'm not somebody who writes novels, right? It seems like if you write the end, you go back. I'm sure there's a lot of changing, but if you go address the hardest part first, what does that mean for your writing? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I like that. I wrote it down. I want to think about it. That'd be a good exercise too to do with like something you're working on, like write your ending.
Yeah.
See what it
or
is.
like write all the ends of the scenes or the ends of the chapters, and that's how you get there. Because sometimes I will have a punchline that I like, but I don't quite know the beginning. So sometimes I do tend to write backwards. But again, it's a punchline as opposed to a novel. It's like a different situation.
I really enjoy, I'm a cliffhanger person. Like that's what, the kind of stuff I grew up on where it just always ends, on the leaving you
turn that page.
Yeah. So that I tend to end like that, or strive to end like that.
Which is so interesting. I know we're wrapping up here, but I am somebody, because my training is like sketch writing, so the tension it's very quick, it's very short, and it has to resolve usually in a punchline or like a blackout, right? So I have a really hard time building tension. Even when I'm writing like screenplays and things, I have a tendency to that got fixed, because I'm writing in this other way. I actually have the opposite of the cliffhanger problem. It's like, don't turn the page because it's a blackout.
You're wrapping it up quickly.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
My thing is like, I'll just keep it going and going and going.
Together. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to be back next Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be here Mondays for the month of October.
Yep.
So we'll see everybody there. Jen, you want to end with some words of wisdom? Is that too much pressure to put on you since you're sleepy?
I am kind of sleepy. Keep an eye on my social media this week, because I have a new exciting project coming out on Thursday.
Are you ending this on a cliffhanger?
I'm very excited. So, just keep an eye on what's happening. It's a project I've been working on all summer, and I'm very excited about it. And I don't know why I haven't talked about it. I'm just going to spring it on everyone.
A slight clue. This is a great month for you to launch it. So
it's gonna be creepy.
All right, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Thanks, Alice.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys.
Alice, Ursula, Jessica, anybody else who's watching and just not chatting but watching later, always appreciate it. And look out for Jen's creepy news.
Yay, creepy news. All right, bye everyone.
Bye.